Hi everyone, it's Carrie from Stamp with CT, and with me in the craft room today is Oliver the Crafty Pup. I think he's under there,
Yep.
under the table, and Dale the Crafty Husband.
Howdy.
So we're here. I'm super excited to be with you too for the launch of the new mini catalog. So the 2024, still a little bit weird to say 2024, January through April mini catalog, which is our spring offering of products. I love it because it's filled with bright and fun sweets, all kinds of new papers and ribbons and embellishments. And it just really perks me up in the winter to craft with these fun products. What about you, Dee?
Oh yeah. I like the colors. I like the stuff that they have in this catalog. It's gonna be neat to see. And we've not been able to share images with them, right?
No, we haven't been able to show the inside of the catalog, and it did go live to customers on the 4th. Our catalog launch in person is this morning. Now, this is a pre-recorded video that we're doing for you since we can't really be in two places at once. We have a busy day today. We have the in-person launch party. Then we have a party to go to. It's actually a Christmas party. And then we have this virtual launch party. And then we have after party tonight. So we are just party animals today. So much fun. We are going to have, our fun meter is going to be off the charts, which is awesome. But we are here with this first video for you. There's going to be a couple of different videos today. And the first video is our catalog stroll. Now, you may think, I don't know, can you tell, Dale, from the video, can they see that our catalog is a little bit poochy?
I'd have to look real close.
They'd have to look closely.
But
Okay.
I can tell that there's a little bit.
There's a little bit of depth to the catalog because we wanted to do something a little bit different this time. Don't want you to get bored or anything with our catalog strolls, right? So we're still not going to go like from front cover to back cover, stopping at every page, talking about every little thing. We're going to point out some things that we really think you might have missed. That's kind of our goal. We want to show you things that are not super prominent in the catalog, but are important in your crafting. So of course, your attention's drawn to the beautiful suites of product, the bundles, the stamp sets, the papers, but we have some samples for you, and then we're going to show you some of the tools that are from the annual catalog that will really help you with your crafting. So I think it'll be fun. It's a little bit different catalog stroll, but we're going to go ahead and get started. What?
The catalog is a resource for information.
It sure is. Yes, it definitely is. A resource for information, for inspiration. One of the things about shopping with a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator is that not only do you get the catalog and any instructional materials with the products that you purchase, but you also get the expertise that Dale and I have, and really the other crafters in our community as well. So if you're watching online, you still get to interact with other people. And when we do share threads, like showing different things that we've been creating, it gives people a chance to see what other people are doing. And so we really do learn from each other. Paper crafting, it's one of those things when you share, it makes your heart happy when somebody recreates your project. It's not like you're stealing the intellectual property of someone else. They're sharing it because they want to share what they love and they want to inspire you. So it's really awesome. So whether you're in person or online, we can learn from each other. We can utilize the tools, and Dale and I are always here to help you if we can. If you have questions, you can reach out. Okay, so first of all, we're going to start with the cover. And Dale is going to make sure we're situated really well in the camera when we open the cover up, because right inside, we have our table of contents. Does that need to be shifted a bit, or is it good? Pretty good?
That's pretty good. We'll get it that.
We like to use his phone for this type of video because he has a larger phone with a larger camera view. So, okay, I think we're good. We're going to go ahead and go forward. So, what?
Some of the pooch is slipping out of the camera.
Uh-oh. We'll see how this goes. It may ooze out, huh? Okay, so we have our table of contents. We're just kind of showing you here some of the beautiful colors that we're going to be seeing throughout the catalog. You can go ahead and flip, Dale.
All right. The letter from the CEO.
Yes, Sarah Douglas is our CEO, and she is the daughter of our company co-founder, Shelley Gardner. So I always like to stop and take a look at what Sarah has to say. She is a really dynamic, amazing person. And so I just really admire her. So I always like to stop and look at her message in each catalog.
Online exclusives.
Yeah, so online exclusives, we'll talk about that for just a minute. Last year, Stampin' Up! Started every couple of months, we have a new release of product. So it's either a catalog, like in January, we have the new mini catalog. And then in March, we have some new online exclusives coming. Then we skip a month and we go to May and we have our new annual catalog. We skip June, we go to July, we have more online exclusives. So these online exclusives are not located in a publication. They're not in a catalog. And sometimes I may have a flyer that you can see some of the products, but you really need to go to my online store at stampwithct.stampinup.net to see what is available as far as online exclusives. Now, we have begun using these some.
Yes.
We like to use those for bingo prizes because honestly, we do so many different events and we like to keep things fresh and new. So we've actually started going out to the online exclusives in the online store. We've chosen some really cool tag dies in the past. We found some super cute, was it polka dot ribbon? Did it have little
Yes.
hearts? I'm trying to remember. I think it was polka dot.
It was polka dot.
Yes.
It was amazing.
It was adorable.
And then also had some gold glitter ribbon, did we not?
I think so. Yes. So there's been some other additional holiday products that were released that way. So it's fun to go to the online store. And one of the ways you can find those products is just to go into my website and type in online exclusives. Or you can actually use this QR code. I wanted to point that out to you. If you're not familiar with QR codes, and most of you probably are, but I haven't really even been using them for very long, but you just take your smartphone and you open up the camera app and you hold it over the QR code. A little yellow banner pops up. Sometimes it's at the top, but most of the time it's at the bottom. And when you click on that little banner, it takes you to the website, basically. It takes you directly to online exclusives. So when you're looking through the catalog, if you see a QR code or a flyer that I send out to you, just know that you can click on that with your camera and you can open that up and it's just a shortcut, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It's awesome. And then the other thing that's in the online store that is not anywhere else is our kits collection.
Okay.
And so we do have a couple samples of our kits. One of them is a Christmas kit. We've got this all set up just to kind of show what the projects are. I know they're going to be a little bit of a glare, but each of these kits had 9 cards we created.
3 of each.
3 of each. No, 2. Yeah, 3.
3 of each.
3 times 3 is 9. Yes. 3 of each of those cards. So just to give you a little idea of what the kits look like. We have kits that are project kits, so there's no stamping involved. You simply punch out the different pieces and you assemble the card, and it's all inclusive. Everything's in there. And then we have kits that are stamping, and so you're able to have projects that are already designed, and you can put your own spin on them, but it still gives you a chance to create. Great for on the go, great for using with your kids too. I love because a lot of people are holding what they're calling kit-togethers and inviting friends, relatives, and getting together and having a kit night or a kit afternoon, and everybody orders their kit and just, they may be working on different kits, but they just have some fun together. So just want you to be aware of our kits collection in our online store.
Okay, what page we're going to next?
Let me look here. I think
that was page
that was
7.
page 7. I've got a list.
For crafting together, yep.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do some crafting together coming up.
We are. Okay, page 90, if you'll flip over there.
All right, this is the...
So this is the very first suite in this catalog, and it is called
Be Mine.
Be Mine. And it really is one of our favorites. This is what we're doing for stamp class this month. It's what we did for our new Finally Friday free online class, and that's available to you through Facebook Live the first Friday of every month. So we've got a couple of samples using these products, bright and fun. This little bee stamp and punch, it's so cute.
Yes,
So
it is.
cute.
And the paper's pretty good too.
Yes, the paper is very, very cute.
Okay.
So just a minute, is that where we were gonna
No,
stop?
yeah, we're gonna stop because of the.
Oh, the square pillow box. Yes. So part of this suite is this really cute little treat holder called a square pillow box. Now we're going to be making one of those in stamp class. So that'll be fun. Everybody will get to a little takeaway with that. So if you're looking for something for, at the school, for teacher gifts, or even your child or grandchild's classroom, if you need something for your coworkers, I like to give my coworkers a little treat. I really like to be nice to my coworkers. And when Dale was working at the school, we did that too. It's just a little something, and it makes people feel special. And it's not that hard, right?
No, it's not that hard.
All right. So that's our square pillow boxes. I think
Okay.
they're really cute. Then we're going to go to page 11, Dale.
This lower right corner down here.
The lower right corner. It has the symbol for, it's a little icon for the mini.
Oh, it's not in view. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me hold it up here so that they can see it
Okay.
without scooching everything out of our catalog.
Just that one page. Yes.
This little right here where it says the sending loves dies work in this little symbol means that it works in the mini cut and emboss machine.
Okay. And we have our mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine handy and thought we would just show it to you. You can see it's tiny, it's adorable. This does fold out. So you're able to cut things that are 3 inches wide. You want to fold it out, Dee, and kind of show them?
Sure.
It's got its cutting platform and cutting plates, just like the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, but a mini version. It does come in boho blue if you look in the online store and the online exclusives, and then it's white in the catalog. So if you're in the market for a small die cut machine that's super portable and fun to use.
Oh, sorry.
And that's how you know if the dies will fit, because not all dies fit in the mini, but all dies fit in the regular Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. All right, you want to flip over. We're going to page 15, but we're just going to kind of flip past, and if anything kind of stands out to us, we'll stop. So did you get to page 15?
I got to page 15 with the Forever Love.
Yeah, so this, oh, go ahead.
I don't know how well they can see these embellishments.
Well, you can take them out if you need to.
They got the sparkly gold in them.
The gold foiled.
Okay. And the other thing that we wanted to look at were these cards and envelopes.
Yes, they're gold foiled as well. They're really, really pretty. So just to kind of add a little bit of pizzazz. So there's a decorative look to the cards and envelopes right out of the gate. And then you're able to kind of have a jumping off point. Really, really pretty.
Okay.
All right, we'll travel on. We're going to go to page 18.
Okay. Page 18.
We want to take a look at the Adoring Hearts hybrid embossing folder. So do you know about hybrid embossing folders, Steve?
I'm gonna say no.
You are going to say no? I think you do, but we do not have this embossing folder, but we do have a hybrid embossing folder that is the doily from the annual catalog. Okay. So what happens with the hybrid embossing folder is not only do you get the embossing folder, you get some dies that go with it. So you can use just the embossing folder, you can use just the dies, or there's a groove inside the embossing folder that you're able to place the dies. So you're embossing and cutting at the same time. As you send that embossing folder through your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, with one pass, you're getting a really beautiful effect. So that's what this is that hybrid embossing folder, and it gives you that really pretty look.
Okay.
Easy to use, very easy to use. And you probably have used that one and didn't even realize that was what it was called.
Well, I didn't use the cut part of it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. And then this is
oh, because we wanted to talk a little bit about the brayer.
yes.
We're going to the next page now. Bring that embossing folder over because I'm going to need it. So we wanted to say welcome back to the brayer. This is a little bit different look to the brayer than what we had in the past. The last one that we had in the catalog was a sponge brayer. This one is like a silicone.
Yes, it is.
Okay, it is a silicone, not like one. You want to show a little bit of the features of the brayer, Dee?
Well, it comes apart for
For easy cleaning.
for easy cleaning.
Yes.
And it also has these when it's together and you have it inked up, it has these little feet on it that's set it proud so that it doesn't touch your paper and it doesn't get things messy.
The work surface is protected. Yeah.
Okay. And so and it's a good size.
It is. So we're going to be using the brayer in the after party tonight. So watch my Facebook page because next week we'll post some projects, or in the next couple of weeks, we'll post some projects that we've made with the brayer, and we'll try to do some brayering on Facebook Live. This is a little bit of there's a little bit of a learning curve with the technique of brayering, but we hope to give you some tips. Now, if you look in the catalog, and Dale and I talked about this, if you're not old like us and you have really good, keen eyes, you can probably see this small gray print. I can't. I had to get my camera out and enlarge it some because it was just too small for me to read, but Dale was able to read it. So there's a couple of tips from Stampin' Up when you're using your brayer, or I guess really kind of techniques, isn't it?
Right. On this one, it says use your brayer to ink the logo side of the embossing folder and add the dies.
Okay,
So,
which, like I said, we don't have that one, but I thought I would talk a little bit about using the brayer on an embossing folder. So we have this new embossing folder from this catalog. So just to give you a couple little tips, how do you know what is the top and the bottom of an embossing folder? I love it because Stampin' Up puts the logo on the top. So that's how you know. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't use both sides of the paper once you run an embossing folder through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Sometimes the A and the B side, or the embossed and the
debossed.
the embossed and the debossed both work. And it's sometimes hard to tell. But if you want to know which is the right side or the top side, the Stampin' Up logo is there. So if you want to ink up your embossing folder, you would take your brayer, you would apply ink to it, and then you would run your brayer across and add the ink to the embossing folder like that. Once you get it fully inked the way you want it, put your cardstock in, close it up, run it through your embossing folder, and you would get a really, really cool effect. Really cool effect. So that is one of the tips that they have.
And the other one is just to create backgrounds with the brayer.
Okay, so you just run the brayer right across
your ink pad. And,
you ink it up on your ink pad and run it right across. So just wanted to bring that to your attention because it has been a couple years since we've had a brayer.
Okay. What we're going to next?
We are going to skip down to page 23.
Okay.
23.
Uh-oh.
You've got some samples in there, Dave.
I got some samples in here. The perennial lavender page.
Yes. So this suite, when we went to On Stage, it was a virtual event that Stampin' Up held back in November. This was one of the suites that they really featured and pretty much immediately fell in love with it. It's absolutely stunning. One of those papers that you truly can pretty much cut the papers and add a sentiment, maybe a little bit of ribbon and embellishment, and you're done because the paper is just absolutely fabulous. The embellishments are lovely. So we have those. It's 3 different colors in that. Really kind of a clear, and then
well, I think it's a Holland Heather or fresh freesia, and then like a gorgeous grape, and then it looks like a blackberry bliss top color.
Okay.
To me.
Okay.
And then
they are absolutely amazing. Just really, really pretty embellishments.
Okay.
We've already used a couple packs of those.
Yep. And then these stunning butterflies.
Yes. So you can use these butterflies, these laser cut butterflies as they are, or you can add ink to them. Now, I think you could probably use your brayer. You could definitely use your markers. You could use blending brushes. You could do that. You could probably use your sponge daubers, lots of different things that you could do to add ink to the butterflies. You could even spritz them probably.
One of the things they did use the butterflies for on this particular card right here, or this wall hanging that they have,
Mm-hmm.
is they used this butterfly right here, and they used some type of sponge dauber or the
Right.
blending brush
Oh,
and used to go through this so that it made the butterfly image
oh, like a stencil. They
simple.
use
Yeah.
the butterfly as a stencil. How cool.
So,
Yeah, so lots of options with those.
and then your
And
friend,
then we wanted to show you this. We're just giving you just a tiny little sneak peek. We're not going into a lot of the papers and stuff like we normally do. We want you to really dive into your catalog. But Cheryl, our awesome friend, Cheryl Rich, who is on our team, she made this card holder. Can you get it, Dee?
I got it. Finally got it.
She made this card holder using this paper, and it is just absolutely fabulous. So it would hold probably 4 cards.
Yep.
In envelopes, 2 on each side. Just really, really pretty. And again, she did a beautiful job creating this, but it's not hard to do. It's just so, so pretty. We wanted to show you that. This
Okay.
paper is stunning.
Okay.
All right. Anything else about that, sweet? If not, we'll move on to page 29.
Okay. So,
It's hard not to stop at every page, isn't it?
there's all kinds of neat stuff. 29.
Okay. This is one of my favorite things that Stampin' Up does is the Step It Up. So you have got a fairly straightforward card layout, right?
Right.
You've got a little bit of stamping. You've got that added to your card front. A very nice card, a little bit of coloring. It's a very nice card. It's a great card for a beginner stamper or a stamper that's making a ton of cards and, wants to get those done and in the mail. So especially like if you were making birthday cards or something like that. So if you're sending out a lot of cards, that's a great card to make. But then you can step it up a little bit and you can add a little bit more to it.
They've added bling. They've added multiple layers of coloring. They have two they've stamped some background stamping, and they have a colored
Cardstock mat.
cardstock mat.
So it doesn't take a lot, but you can really step up that design and just make it a little bit more special. Like, if you're sending to friends and relatives, and then you can really step it up. Now, this is where you can use designer series paper, die cuts or punched pieces.
They've used designer series paper as for the card front, for a background, and they've used a die cut for another background. They've added embellishments to it. They've got the multi layers of coloring in here. They've got ribbon back behind it.
Yeah, it just has all the things, doesn't it? Now, that's the kind of card you would make for a fellow crafter, someone that knows. You okay?
Hey, I'm sorry.
Someone that knows that you have put your heart and soul into this card, and they would be so grateful for it, and they would keep it forever.
Yes, they would.
Right? So I love this Step It Up, and I wanted to point that out to you. You need a drink?
I do.
Okay. Well,
sorry.
It's okay. That's why we keep some water in here, because that just happens, especially as we're talking a lot. Okay, we're going to move on over to page 34, D, whenever you're ready.
I'm doing my best.
Okay.
Moving past a lot of stuff.
I know, but we can't stay here all day. You like this, don't you?
I do like this.
So this is a super sweet little set, stamps and dies. Dale pointed out that the hot air balloon is a heart.
Basically, it's a heart.
Yeah, it really is. And so what we wanted to show you here is you can use dies like this to create a window to where you can see into your card, like a peekaboo type window. Or if you're really good at shaker cards, my little bits always fall back out. I'm not the best. Probably need to practice on some shaker cards, but that's a great type of die set for shaker cards too, isn't it? Those little samples are absolutely adorable. Okay, we'll travel on to page 39. And we're going to talk about masks.
Uh-oh.
You know about masks?
Yes, I've seen a couple.
Okay. We had some at one point. I don't know that we do right now. So do you think it's hard to use masks?
No, it's not. It's a tool to make things sorry, to make things easier for you. And as you, there's several different ways to use them.
Okay.
To either add color, to do it in steps so that you have a layering effect.
Mm-hmm.
And then
You can make your own backgrounds. You can use embossing paste.
yes, to
That's
add
something that
depth
you could
and
use. Yeah, and color too, because
color.
you can color the embossing paste with re-inkers. It's a little bit messy, but you can do that. We have silicone craft sheet, right?
Oh yeah.
Can mix all that up. So a
And
really
we have a glass mat.
well, we will talk about that in the next video. We do. We have a glass mat that is available. So I know that you saw some tips or something over here, Dale, that told a little bit more about the mask that I did not even realize.
This one walks you through. This is it tells you what techniques they used. This is the mask and dies. This is the mask. This is just stamping only. And then this is stamps, dies, and mask. They use all the different pieces. And this,
Okay.
as we go around here, the masks are numbered and for layering, and they include a notch to guide you for easy alignment.
That is
Okay.
really cool. I had no idea.
And so
No idea.
like as we're this very first one up here, they put some color in, then they put some accent color in, and then they add a little bit more color to the flowers, and then they add a deeper color to the flowers using the different masks to layer the colors and give you that amazing art technique.
Mm-hmm. And it's easy. Anybody can do that, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're going to be ordering some masks. I hear that I have permission to order masks, don't y'all? Right? That's what I heard.
Don't make me laugh.
Sorry. So we're probably going to need to include masking in an upcoming class, I think.
Okay.
Class or event, because I want to give that a try. I think with the tool having all those features built in, even I can do that. So we're going to give that a try.
Okay.
Okay, so next up, where were we? Page 38?
38, yes.
So now we're going to page 41.
Okay, right here.
And I just have two words for you. Cork embellishments.
What?
Cork embellishments. I
Oh,
know.
look.
They're amazing.
Look.
Bring that nice and close to the camera so they can see.
I don't know if they can see it here.
They're
Couple
so
here.
cool.
And then on this particular card, there's one here, and there's one here.
They are just so cool.
And that's that, what do we call that? Faux leather?
Yes, faux leather trim. We learned how to say that on a live video. That's where you want to learn, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Anyway, we love these cork embellishments. If you like to make masculine cards, or if you don't like to, you know, finding an embellishment for a masculine card can really be a struggle. And one of the things that helps with masculine cards is to use neutral colors. So you're talking browns and grays and blues and maroons. And so that would be great with all of those colors, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
Use those cork. So I'm going to be stocking up on those too.
Okay.
I need to get my order going. Okay, we're going to page 43.
Okay. Here we are in 43.
So these dies cut some of the images that are in the designer series paper. Did you know that? Isn't that cool?
Look. Oh, they do, don't they?
Mm-hmm. They do.
I did not realize that.
So a lot of times that's the case. And you just kind of have to play with the dies and the paper and just see what it can do.
I'm like,
What?
This is this stamp right here, this die right, this stamp, and they die cut it or stamped it out. It's cool.
Mm-hmm. It
All right.
is.
All right.
That was page 43.
Yeah, 43.
Did we go to 44 to
That's where we're going. We're at 44 now.
Oh, okay. Okay, now I'm caught up with you. So these are called Memories and More. And you may remember that we had, oh, I want to say we used for World Card Making Day. I'm pretty sure that's what it was for. We used the Berry Christmas Memories and More. And we made a ton of cards. I don't remember. I want to say like 20 cards. I don't think we made quite 20 cards that day, but we had the supplies to make 20 cards. So with Memories and More, Those cards started out for pocket scrapbooking, for memory keeping, and then card makers got a hold of them and they started making cards with them. So the Memories and More cards are 4x6 and 3x4. And it makes it so easy to create awesome cards. And then Stampin' Up took it a step further and they make coordinating cards and envelopes that go with the Memories and More cards. So you also get some sticker sheets in with your Memories and More cards. And it's just a really great way to make tons of cards very quickly and very easily. And it's just so simple because everything coordinates together. So I definitely wanted to share that.
Okay.
We had team meeting on Tuesday and LaDonna was talking about this. We kind of talked about what our favorite products were, and this was hers. And it caused me to go back and look at this page because these really are pretty. And so again, I'm going to be adding that to my order. What?
The dial-up telephone.
Oh, what page is that on?
It's on page 45.
I think I got my papers mixed up here, didn't I? Yes, I did. I did. Okay, I'm back on track now. Page 45. There is this super cute little telephone. What is that stamp set called?
Let's check.
Okay. I'm gonna need that too. So when I very first went to Dale's childhood home, one of the things that stood out to me, it was a tiny little house for one thing to raise 4 children in. I give kudos to your mom for that. But they had a little nook or a little recessed area
in the
that was
hallway.
built into the wall where the phone sat. So I know that some of y'all know what I'm talking about. The phone did not look exactly like that.
Pretty close.
But it was pretty close. It was really pretty close. So that is just so, so cute. I love that set. And what's funny is the first 20 times I went through this catalog, I completely missed that set. So just wanted to point that out. That's part of what we're doing today is making sure you see some of the little hidden gems that are inside. Page 47.
Yep.
Is that where you're at?
Yep.
Okay, we've got a sweet little set of alphabet dies. And we were just talking about the fact that we do not have a current alphabet set in our collection. So this is really cute because you could personalize cards that you're in your projects that you're doing. That would have been really helpful when we were doing that sampler. So like for home decor pieces and
So
stuff.
the letters are 1/2 by 3/4 of an inch.
They're little, but that would be really, really cute. And something else on this page I wanted to point out. This is called, what is it called? Planted Paradise?
Yes.
This is a reversible stamp set. So you'll see that you've got the 2 images. So it's almost like the outline and then the detail. And so this is one stamp and you put it on the block and you would stamp the outline. You would take it, we'd clean it or you'd end up with ink all over your fingers. Clean it, take it off the block, turn the stamp over.
There's no way you could end up with ink on your fingers.
Oh yeah, you know me. And then you stamp it again.
Okay.
That's crazy. We have this stamp because I won this at the on stage. That was a free gift that all demonstrators that attended won. And we are in something called the bundle bonus. It's a group of demonstrators that come together, and each month we provide a PDF with measurements and the supply list for projects. And usually there's what, at least 6, 8 projects, sometimes more.
Well, we're normally the number 10.
Are we?
Yeah, we're normally number 10 when we get in.
Mm-hmm.
And
but we share that every month. And in January, we're doing one every single week. So here in CT's Craft and Connect group, if you're on Facebook, and if you're on YouTube watching this, you can go to the description and see a link to CT's Craft and Connect Facebook group. That's where I post those PDFs to my customers and VIPs and crafting community. So that's where you can see that inspiration every month. And we'll be using this stamp set the first part of February. I'm kind of excited about it. We're going to do something that's a little bit unexpected, aren't we?
we're going to
We
try.
already know what we're going to do. Oh, we're going to do it.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Now you say.
And we're going to go on to page 59. We're jumping ahead a good bit.
Wow.
I know. I know.
This is a full-fledged wow.
Are you to 59 yet?
No,
Still
not
turning?
yet. Uh-oh. How about 55?
Is it 55?
Well, we gotta,
Oh, you're gonna stop at
cards.
55?
Yeah, we got some
Okay.
Rockstar cards because
Oh, this is one of my favorites. This is a really cute suite. Yeah, we added this idea because we got a swap in the mail, and hold that up to the camera too, because this is really an
don't
amazing card. Is
see
it
if,
going to show up?
well, yeah, it's showing
That
that
holographic paper,
yes.
and it's embossed. I mean, it has all the things. It's so, so cute.
It's got,
Does it have still the name on the back of who created it,
yes.
D? Does it?
Uh, Mary Ann Grimes.
Which we love her. I'm about to go follow her. She participate in a card swap with fellow demonstrators that are chip that are trip achievers. And so she has created a couple cards that we have fallen in love with. So I just think that is just so cute. I'm gonna have to reach out to her to find out exactly how she did that.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds like
So
fun.
really, really cute products. That's why we went ahead and tucked that card in when we got that swap. So we would point that out. Now we're headed to 59.
Here we are. 59.
Okay, so this is the take your pick tool.
Yes.
And you want to explain, D, a little bit. You can
Um,
see that a lot better than I can, what they've done in the catalog.
Well, on here, with this take your pick, they have we got a couple of them here. One of them with the pick and the spatula in it. If I can get it to unzip. Okay. And then this one has the two different sizes of the balls for the
stylus.
stylus. So,
And then, of course, it has the putty end.
right. And then on this one on the putty end, they have a X-Acto knife.
That's one of the accessories that you can purchase separately.
And what they've done is they've taken this stamp set or the stamp right here, and it's an ocean set, and then they've cut out this where the water would flow through. It's eroded away, and it has a hole, makes it look like so it's a see-through kind of this is a natural bridge.
Okay.
And
so they've cut that away with that X-Acto knife. Wow.
And then they've colored on the inside of it and added some feature to it so that you can see
depth to it.
Right.
How cool is that? Okay, we just wanted to remind you, every craft room needs at least one take your pick tool.
Sure.
Right? I don't know how many we have because we use them for class too.
Okay.
Okay, so next up is 61, which we're going to say cheers to champagne iridescent dots. Do you want to open those?
Oh, I do. But I
The
don't.
reason he said that so sarcastically, I'll do it. I will do it. So we know a little secret about stuff like this that comes in these little containers. And the secret is that if you spill them, they multiply. But look at those. It's like what is that gold mining show? That's what it reminds me of. Look at that gold. It's
That's
beautiful.
shiny. That's it.
Don't drop this. Be careful when you open these. And that is the voice of experience, y'all. Aren't they cool though?
I know I would have them all over the floor back.
Yeah, that is not good when you have a puppy dog either. So anyway, we wanted to stop and show you those. They're really, really cool.
And then
You have a couple samples or a
got
sample.
a sample of this poetic
And this is poetic.
expression.
So lovely. It's a beautiful, beautiful suite. Oh, it's so pretty. That is another card that we got in the swap that we did. Hold it still, babe.
Oh, sorry.
Really pretty.
Okay.
All right. Moving on to page 63. Blending brushes. We don't use these enough. You got one over there?
Yep. I got one over
They're
there.
really an awesome tool. They come in two different sizes. This is the larger one. They're a really soft bristle. I really love our blending brushes. On our basic white cardstock, you can get such a beautiful blend because it's such a smooth cardstock, and these are so smooth. It's really an awesome tool. So you can use blending brushes to apply ink, to apply color to paper, to stamps, to masks, to eyelids. Not, not really eyelids. Just kidding on that one. But you were talking about using a background stamp
Yes,
and using a blending brush to apply ink.
yes, because you can vary the way you apply the ink.
Okay.
I know your distinctive background stamps already have it built into them, but if you don't have a distinctive stamp, you can apply the color in a variation, and it gives it that natural look,
Mm-hmm.
and it gives it that added depth. And if you have it set
Makes
up,
you look like a stamping rock star,
if you have
which
it
you
set
are.
up in a
Stamping
stamp
tool.
position, stamping tool, stamp positioning tool, then you can multiple layer it, and you
Mm-hmm.
can layer different colors and that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it would,
And especially with the distinctive stamps, I like that they show them with that. The distinctive stamps are patent pending. They're Stampin' Up exclusives. And so they have all that texture and everything built into the stamp. But if you use a really juicy ink pad, you lose the texture. You lose all of that extra benefit that's been built into it. So a lot of times what you'll see is we will take a spoon and we will push the ink to one end of the pad and use that area that's got less ink on it so that you get the image that's intended. I mean, it may still look pretty. We have a flower stamp. I can't think of the name of it right now. It looks pretty if you just stamp it full strength. But if you move that ink around a little bit, and it doesn't hurt your ink pad, that ink flows back over once you close it, but it just gives you a really cool effect. So those distinctive stamps are awesome.
yeah,
What page was that?
that was page 63.
Okay, guess where we're going next? 79.
What?
I know.
We're passing a lot of good stuff.
I know. But we're also coming up on, I think we've probably been traveling through this catalog for about 45 minutes.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, to 79 yet?
not yet.
Okay.
But there's so much.
I know, all those
Here we are.
resources and stuff. Okay, so here, what I wanted to stop and talk to you about is I want you to ignore the word party here. It talks about hosting and it talks about not demonstrator, Stampin' Rewards, which is free product. So when you place an order that's $150 or more, or if you get with a friend and place your order together, then you get free product and it starts at 10%, starts at
Yes.
$15 free when you place a $150 order. So you may even have a group of friends that you want to put orders in together. So just to let you know, you don't have to have a party per se. If you want us to come over, we'll help you have a party, but you don't have to. And I just wanted to point that out on page 79. And then on page 80, we do have the option to join Stampin' Up as a demonstrator, kind of join the club, join our team.
Oh.
And we're going to talk a little bit more about that because we have a really good offer. And we're
Better
gonna,
than this deal right here.
well, that's a good deal. It's a very good deal. But we have
$125 worth of product for only 99 bucks.
we have an even better deal during celebration. So when we do our celebration spotlight, which is the next video that we have coming up, and that will be posted at 3 o'clock, we'll tell you a little bit more about the joining special that we have going on, purchasing the starter kit.
Okay.
And so if you want to do that, you can hop over to stampwithct.stampinup.net and just hit the join tab and become a demonstrator. Give it a try. It's really the best time to join is during celebration. I think that's when I joined almost 11 years ago.
We'd love to have them on the team.
We would. We definitely would. So you just you don't get celebration items. I will kind of give that little caveat because you're getting such a great deal with the starter kit. But once you place your first order, you get your 20% discount and you can get celebration items then. As demonstrators, we get all the benefits that hosts get and customers get. Plus, we get even more. Stampin' Up! Is a really generous company.
Okay.
And a debt-free company too. Okay, I think that's about it, Dee, for
Yep.
catalog stroll. So we'll
Alright.
give them a chance to get up and stretch their legs just a little bit, maybe go get a snack or something to drink. And we'll be back with another pre-recorded video at 3 o'clock.